is big, Prrrr is live, and most importantly, Prrrr is dynamic as well. Today we've got the basketball squad to do all of the unraveling, all of the unpacking of some of the game 2s and the game 3s of the NBA playoffs. Now, you know what we love about the NBA playoffs? It's a best of 7 series. You have to win 4 games before you advance to the next round. And it seems like the Lakers and the Laker fans thought after winning 1 game against the Memphis Grizzlies, maybe they'll be going to the next round. But that is not the case. You have to win 4 games. And in game 2, the Memphis Grizzlies, without their star player, Ja Morant, were able to pull through with a 103-93 victory. So yeah, a 10 points gap, and it was a very, very interesting game. Now, Felix, what was your biggest takeaway from the Lakers-Grizzlies game?
You know, we expected that. At the same time, we all know that the Grizzlies play better when Ja Morant is in the starting lineup. And one of the adjustments they did was they put Javier Tillman on Anthony Davis instead of Jaren Jackson Jr. And, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr., they didn't want him to foul out because they needed him in the game. And Javier Tillman ended up going for more than 20 points, I think 22 points in the game. And secondly, I think LeBron James didn't have a monstrous game like he was supposed to. Yeah. And again, Lakers, they usually run the offense to Anthony Davis. And Davis was a bit sluggish the whole game. It's like he didn't come to play.
He didn't really have a good game. Yeah.
So I think that's just, but they're able to make the adjustments there, you know.
Surely, and one thing really pointed out to me with what you said, because the reason why we noticed the Memphis Grizzlies last 2 years was without Ja Morant, they were still able to do it. Now, for the purple and gold, Teddy, what do you think went wrong for the Lakers in that game?
For the Lakers, I think LeBron hasn't woken up yet.
Is that why maybe Dillon Brooks is talking too much?
He's chirping, and you see, they need LeBron to be LeBron, and I think with Brooks chirping with him, I think that will instigate him to roar back. But they really need him because it's very essential. With the kind of players they have, they are not mostly experienced. But then if he starts being LeBron, the LeBron we know, the Cavs LeBron, the Miami LeBron, I think they'll go far. But this series, it's a tough series.
You know, when everyone is assessing the Grizzlies, the most important thing talked about, the weakness is their inexperience. I think Teddy has highlighted that very, very well. So let's see if the experienced LeBron and AD, who have already won a chip for the Lakers, the 2020 chip went to the Lakers. Let's see if they'll be able to do it in game 3. George, do you think the Lakers can do something in game 3?
Oh yeah, the Lakers can do something in game 3. I'm not sleeping on them yet. Now, I watched them game 1. Now, Anthony Davis, we know what he can do. It's about time he be consistent for this Lakers team. Now, LeBron took 9 more shots than Anthony Davis. This should tell you that he was sleeping. Bro, this is the playoffs. This is not regular season. This is not the time that you be deciding on the games that you show up and the games you not show up. You have to show up.
Hey, Charlie.
Because heat. Now, you are playing a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. is not on you. They don't want him to get foul trouble. Now, can you tell me that Tillman is going... They put Tillman on you and you're letting Tillman put a show? Anthony Davis, for real? Be serious. Now, I'd like to say something about this Grizzlies team. Now, this player, Dillon Brooks. Now, we've seen players that have tried to instigate LeBron James. Yeah. Good players. The likes of Lance and even this guy, Draymond Green. Yeah. LeBron James' friend. Very, like frenemy. Bro, your stats and LeBron's stat, there is a very big gap. I am a LeBron stan. You have to put some respect. You are not poking the bear, as Kendrick Perkins said. You are putting honey on yourself. Now, the bear is coming at you. Now, in game 3, I think LeBron James, you have to cook Dillon Brooks. I'm very, very looking forward to that. Like, looking very forward to that. LeBron James, step up, man up. Don't let your boys, don't give us another game to be like, no, we are going to this game to explain. No, man up.
Wow. So yeah, George has got a message for King James. Please quiet Dillon Brooks down. Yeah, so that was what happened, Lakers versus Grizzlies. Now, a series where I feel like it has been swept under the rug. Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. Yeah, the number 1 seed Nuggets, which has the current MVP, Nikola Jokic, on it. But it seems like the series is being swept under the rug because it's the number 1 seed and we're expecting the Nuggets to do very, very well. But in game 2, I think the Timberwolves really gave them a run for their money. Teddy?
You see, for the Nuggets, they are done with because they have Jokic and they have Porter Jr. And they have Murray, who put up a show in the bubble to show himself. But then, my problem is with Timberwolves. You have Gobert and you have Anthony.
The Twin Towers.
You have the Twin Towers. And then you have your other big. You like, I don't know what they are doing. You see, last season, you complained that you wanted to move from the center to a power forward. to get
That
more
was
role.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Davis. Anthony Towns, sorry. You see, and then we brought in Gobert. Bro, what are you doing? You are one of the best big men who can shoot. Do what you have to do. You can't leave everything for Anthony
Edwards.
It's not nice. It's not like a good game. And for Gobert, bro, Gobert, his game is one way. It's either you are Euro stepping, you are bullying, or you are just hooking, like hook shots. It's like bring more.
That series promises to be interesting because going back to Minnesota, I don't think the Nuggets will win Game 3.
I want to check
surely Minnesota would like to clap back.
Something in. Now the NBA is evolving. It's about high time these centers they work on their shots very well. The likes of Joel Embiid, bro. It's not about you bullying the defenders in the paint only. Come around the arc and be shooting.
Well, that is where maybe the old heads would disagree with you because back then Hakeem Olajuwon, the big centers, Karl Malone, they used to bully their way.
I also disagree with you because for the last 3 or 4 seasons, the bigs have dominated.
Yeah,
true. Look at
Giannis, Jokic.
I'm saying
the MVP run.
What I'm trying to mean is high time they try to come around the arc and be getting this kind
so
of
that they can space the floor.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but you see, Joel Embiid, he can't even score a 3-point to save his life. That boy.
Hey, Charlie.
No.
That's a lie.
No, he's quite good.
Because I think it's efficient from 3 is not bad.
For a big, sometimes it depends on the team you are on. For a team like Golden State, if you are big, they expect you to be under the paint because you can't come
grabbing the rebounds.
You understand?
They are always.
I think there are a few things. If you look at the backs, like how they play Brook Lopez is not always inside, trying to make plays and trying to dunk. He's always, sometimes when they go inside, they leave Brook outside so he can make a shot. It's involved.
Brook always fits.
And if you look at, we're talking about the Nuggets now. Yeah. Jokic is a playmaker.
So I give credit to Jokic on that. In terms of the likes of Jokic and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid can't shoot a 3 to save his life. For real.
So really? This matter, we surely go come to have. Now, you know what? For the NBA awards, the next award on set, the Rookie of the Year. It's a much coveted award where when you come into the season fresh, you want to show the league that, Charlie, you did. The likes of LeBron James have won it. So if LeBron James has won it before, you surely want to win it and see where you'll be able to go. Now, the number 1 pick this year, Paolo Banchero is on the list for the Orlando Magic, doing so well for them. But later in the season, Jalen Williams of the OKC Thunder has also made the list. So it makes it very, very interesting. And now the surprising Utah Jazz, Kessler Edwards also on the list. Felix, who do you think your votes goes to?
I'm going with Paolo Banchero. He's been phenomenal. For the past 11 seasons, we've not had a rookie go for 20 points plus in the league.
I think the last player was LeBron James.
The last player was Luka Doncic in 2019. I mean, Luka is exceptional.
Luka is just out of this world.
So he averaged like 20 points, 7 rebounds, and like 3 to 4 assists a game. That's exceptional. So I'm going with Paolo Banchero.
Same, because you see, when a rookie comes and he's on the floor, you can pick him out. Oh, this is a rookie. But I watched his first game. He put up 27 points, 9 rebounds, and he almost got a triple-double for a rookie. And the boy has been phenomenal. And it looks like he's carrying the team like in the sorts. He's been good. And no one is running the race.
George, Rookie of the Year.
I agree.
Banchero as well.
Banchero, because when you look at the stats, when we are voting and they are picking, they just pick based on stats. We saw that with the Defensive Player of the Year.
Jaren Jackson.
He won with his stats. Now you look at the stats, he's averaging about 20 points per game, rebound 6 points now, and assists per game is 3.7. That is high for a rookie.
So no brainer for you too.
No.
I mean, and coming into the league, he was the only one who was NBA ready. Because when they played in the summer camp, I mean, he dominated entirely.
True.
So you could tell that he had prepared for the NBA, and he was ready. He was just ready for that.
Now moving to yesterday and today, Charlie, then left small, they cry. For the football section, my team United, the last week, so I say, Clippers. Oh dear, Charlie Clippers to win, they can't start match an hour before then release. Kawhi Leonard is out with a knee sprain. And I mean, who say, Charlie, the match they cast back. Really, really gallant effort. But before I was coming here, I met someone, it was like, be gallant effort, we go chop. It be win with this set. So a gallant effort from the Clippers. But George, what happened to our Clippers?
Now you see, the claw has been a good factor for us winning so much games. I was shocked they were doing Kawhi Leonard. They said they were having him on the load management. The load management, then you go come.
Either Paul George or Charlie.
Because then the match not at the one watch but the timing of the match with the Golden State Warriors match was some way.
Yeah, just 30 minutes interval.
But then Norman Powell pulled up a very good game, but unfortunately we were down by 5. Now you see, the last time you said something that when you are playing this Phoenix Suns team, you double KD, you have Devin Booker, who is really good with his jumpers, the perimeter. You give him spacing, he's going to punish you. Now we need players like Kawhi Leonard to be able to limit that thing a little bit. You also double Devin Booker. You have Chris Paul, fourth quarter.
Chris Paul didn't even really have a good game last.
I'm trying to say that when you have all these players, like you are playing against this player, you need to put up a good performance. But then this is the Clippers side that we don't even have that kind of odds to make it to the Western Conference semi-final. Yeah. So it is quite obvious that this game, I was making mark on Twitter that we are going to sweep the Suns, but looking at all this, Charlie, them get me what. So I didn't lose it.
But you know what? When you were making your submission, one name I was looking out for, Charlie, they add Marcus Morris to the rotation. He scored there yesterday, small.
That guy, they won't prove. The last time I can't sit here talk, they play more pass you. See, you still shy.
You still shy. All right, Teddy, Clippers versus Suns, X's and O's.
So I think the Clippers are more concentrating on KD, trying to D him up. But then I think they forgot about Booker, how good he is with tough shots. Even when you are D'ing him 2 players, 3 players, he doesn't care.
Yesterday I was very impressed.
Very, very impressed. He doesn't care. And you see, with the Clippers, they have Westbrook, who was once an MVP. But at least I feel like if they had Paul George on the floor or Kawhi on the floor, it would have been an even game. But then with this game, they didn't have Kawhi, they didn't have Paul George, but then they put up a fight. At least it wasn't shameful for you guys because they could have blown you guys like 30.
If I thought you people say Westbrook shine, you people they come at me. You see the open shots, then he didn't.
But you know Sha.
Yesterday, really
but me, I think that the Clippers still have a chance. If you look at the Suns bench, their bench yesterday they averaged less than 20 points.
Yeah,
and you know you can't rely on your offense the whole time. Yeah. You need a good bench. And Joe Okogie is averaging around 16, and you know you don't have a good bench at all. But if the claw comes back, you know, then Clippers stand a chance.
That's an if.
You see, that's with the Clippers. Every time I feel like there's an if, or there's an asterisk with the Clippers. Now, when we got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on the team, since 2020, we've only seen them together through the whole postseason run once, and that one we blew the lead to the Denver Nuggets. 2021, then say playoff P, where show up. We go meet Utah Jazz now. Kawhi to say hit. 2022, we're beaten the playing game by the New Orleans Pelicans, so no playoffs for us. Now 2023. Show your weight, Clippers. It seems like the Clippers are kids.
Sometimes I go fit join NBA space. Then if they talk, I don't want shade something. Then go best me say wait him at the support. Then I say
no chips, no nothing. Now to the final game where we are going to discuss Warriors versus Sacramento Kings. Charlie. So Wednesday when I started the show and I was like Warriors are in trouble. Some people were confused as to why I was saying Warriors are in trouble. But it seems like the Warriors, they heard me and then they've been able to react even without Draymond Green. Yesterday, blowing out the Sacramento Kings, who are on a run after beating them 2 games straight. Now, Teddy, Warriors versus Kings.
The Warriors versus Kings. I think the only people who were shocked from the booing is the Kings team, except Mike Brown. Bro,
he knew the atmosphere.
He knew the atmosphere already, and I think he spoke to the boys about it. But then you see, it's different from telling you about it. Then it's different from you experiencing it for yourself. You see, in this game like this, with such an atmosphere, I think the boys were overwhelmed. They were overwhelmed with the booing. And Sabonis, for one, I think with the comments people were making about him,
that he's a dirty player.
I think it got to him because he wasn't bullying much. He wasn't aggressive much. He wasn't doing what he should have done. And Fox tried. But Charlie, trying at Chase Center is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
All right, George.
Now, you see, I think Steve Kerr learned very well. Now, back then, when you watch what led to their defeat in Sacramento, they were bad at offensive rebounds. Now, you went into this game at the Chase Center, they worked on that. Now, Kevin Looney had a very, very good game. 20 rebounds, that is outstanding. Like, very, very good. And there is something special about this Warriors and the number 3. The third quarter Warriors and even Game 3 Warriors, like it is very, very easy.
And they are good 3-point shooting team too.
It's very easy. And you see this Warriors team, man. When they are playing, they are this team that they are always good around the arc. They don't attempt the paint. So you have their fans complaining that they don't get most free throws, but you have to attack the paint. Now they play around the arc, and when they get their good game around the arc, and they see that your perimeter D is very shaky, that is where Aisha carries work. Husband will cook you.
You go put the apron on them, cook you. But all right, so for me,
then this guy, Muslim kid, make you no figure carry go drop that 40 as Dylan Brooks talk. 36 now, yeah. If like you drop the 40, then you go pay me.
All right, so for me, I feel like what separated the two teams was the turnovers. We're complaining last 2 days that the Warriors were turning the ball over too many times. 22 turnovers at the Golden One Center. This time around, they cut the turnovers down and were able to get the victory. Now that was it for the games that happened yesterday, and then today are done. Now final before we go, the NBA conducted a survey for 100+ players in the league, where they were asked to vote on the most overrated players in the league. Now some interesting names are there. You know what? So I'll give you all a chance. I'll mention the names, and then you tell me who surprised you to be on the list and who you think also deserves to be on the list. So top of that list was Sheldon's own Trae Young, Julius Randle, Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler of all people. Teddy, I'll come to you on Jimmy Butler. Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson, RJ Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, and finally Austin Reeves. So, Felix, who surprised you the most, and who do you feel like deserves a spot as an overrated player in the league?
I think Trae Young doesn't have to be on the list.
Wow.
Because Trae Young...
And he topped the list too, with the most votes, 14.8%.
You know, Trae Young is like a villain in the NBA. I mean, he touched... He has touched the Knicks so many times. He touches Boston sometimes. You know, he's not really liked in the league. But in the last 2 seasons, Trae Young has averaged over 10 points, over 10 assists in the league.
Yeah.
Last season, he led the league in assists. This just ended season, he has led the league in assists again, and he's like top 20 in points in the league. So I think Trae Young being there, I don't know. I just think people don't like his, you know.
Well, who do you feel deserves to be there?
I feel Rudy Gobert deserves to be there.
Another macho man.
Rudy is terrible.
All right, Teddy. Who surprised you to be there? Who you feel deserves to be there?
Draymond Green. You see, me for one, to be a player and play on the same team with a prime Steph Curry or the Splash Brothers and then KD, bro, you have to be good. You have to be good. And he has proved himself time and time again with all he does, passes, the dirty. You see, everyone needs the dirty work guy. And he has been doing that for them. Green has been doing that for them countless times. And you see, people don't show the lights on. For like football, we don't talk about DMs, but then he is like the DM of basketball. He's doing the dirty work.
So now, who do you also think deserves that spot?
Rudy Gobert.
Hey, Charlie, Rudy Gobert today.
Rudy Gobert came into the NBA and he has been in the All-NBA,
defensive player of the year twice.
Back to back, actually.
All-NBA, second team and third team.
Yeah, all defensive.
You see,
you're expecting more from him,
bro. You came into the league. You are taller than Shaq. Start gymming, get bigger, bully the boys. Like, you see, you have to expand your game. At least, even if you can't shoot threes, bro. Have some cut vision.
Bro, there's this joke where they played the Nuggets. So, I mean, I think Towns was guarding a guy, was guarding Jokic, and Gobert was like, I got him, bro. And Jokic was like, bro, I'm 47.
And I dropped it on you.
Yeah,
I dropped it on you.
Bro. And it reminds me of that Terrence Mann game, Clippers versus Jazz. He completely destroyed Rudy Gobert in the paint, forcing him to come over to the perimeter. Now, George, who surprised you most on the list, and who do you think deserves to be there?
Chris Paul must not be on that list. That guy is, how is Chris Paul? Point guard is overrated. No,
maybe because he hasn't won a chip after so many tries.
But the NBA has been really unfair to Chris Paul, like the players, because this guy doing magic with the Team USA in the Olympics, like young guy, they try to like he points very well. Chris Paul is very good. I don't understand why he's overrated, but then you see, we always talk with chips. If you are playing so well and you don't have chips, you can't say anything for yourself. And this votes in there. Some of the NBA players there that had them agenda.
Pettiness. So who would you also think deserves to be there?
Of course, Rudy Gobert. You did the center, macho man, back.
Charlie. Oh yeah, so that was the list. A lot of interesting names. I was expecting to hear Damian Lillard. For me, I think it's Damian
That
Lillard,
guy
because I
dropped-
feel like
that guy-
he doesn't deserve to be on this list. Damian Lillard is a top tier point guard in the league, but it seems like some of the NBA players don't feel like he's actually one of the best.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so that was it for
Oh yeah,
today's-
but with Dame, he's also very good shooting. But then, Charlie, Dame, for up your game. It's not about dropping 71 points in the regular season, making him off and going to sleep. You can do all your best in the regular season, but what is needed is making your name in the playoffs. So
True.
yeah, Dame being on the list there. But then now, okay. As they talk, Trae Young must not really be there. They were really unfair to Trae Young.
Very
Because
questionable.
assists there. I saw some agenda being saying that Steph Curry is kind of his game is kind of better than Trae Young, even putting the ranks
that
aside.
conversation, we will have one for another
But
time.
you can tell that Trae Young, like, benchmark his game.
You know what? Steph Curry versus Trae Young. We really go do some episode for Prrrr.
Let's not do
All right, so yeah, that's how we are going to end things
But
for
then
the
the
basketball.
last time, the way you moved to me, there be some way. Wow.
That's how we are going to end things for the basketball NBA playoffs edition of Prrrr. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. How you know subscribe if you're a basketball fan? We've got everything here for you. Now, till next time, where we'll be back on your screens with more NBA playoff action.
But then
Stay safe.
the Twitter boys too, then they ask of the NBA odds, Charlie. NBA, it really be risky when you are
Very
staking.
risky.
Very, very
Very
risky.
risky.
So if we dey catch the Western Conference semifinal, we go try bring you or something. And also, Charlie,
Charlie, that might be Joel, though. If you give you away,
Stormy house, Stormy house, Stormy
Till
house.
next time, when we meet, adios. All this might be different person.
Hey.
Give me Mokugo. Give me Mokugo. Give me Mokugo.
This one there shouts to my mama. Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.